Hi everyone, it's me, Susie. So it's probably been, what, maybe a month or two now that I haven't made a video, which I have to get into the knack of making videos. I was sick actually for about 3 weeks, which was really weird. It started with just having really bad stomach aches and hot flashes, and then out of nowhere, it was crazy. It was or no, not September, October 15th, around there, 'cause right before, it was right before my boyfriend's birthday, um, and it was just a bit after we came back from New York, which we went to for Canada's Thanksgiving. We went to the States for because of his family there. They're also well, most of them are half American, half Canadian, and the mom's American, the dad's Canadian, so we celebrated the Canadian Thanksgiving there. So, yes, but I went ahead and I got sick. And it's still there, you can kind of still hear it a little bit. I can feel it a little bit still, and it's already November 2nd now, so it's kind of crazy, but, yeah, I was sick for about almost, 3 weeks. Um, and it was pretty bad. And for 1 week, it was, horrible. The few weeks, the week before it escalated into something big, um I was like, oh, okay, I can go into work, I'm fine, whatever, I can do some stuff. But then after that, a week after of all of, kind of being okay to do stuff, like I don't know, I was just I couldn't move. I was sore. I was sneezing and sniffling a lot. I couldn't even sleep because when I did, um like my throat was just like a Sahara desert. It was ridiculous. It was so dry. It was ridiculous. I felt dehydrated. Like I literally so I'm saying a lot. I don't know why I say that, but um I slept over at my boyfriend's, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and usually I'm kind of partially terrified of the dark. And I just got up because I was so thirsty. I just got up and I went to kitchen and I got a big glass of water. A big glass. He had normal cup sizes, and he had this really 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 big cup. It was this big. It was ridiculous. And I filled that thing to the top. Just nice ice cold water. It was beautiful. And I just put it next to me for the rest of the night, and by the time I woke up in the morning, it was gone because I drank it so much. But I was still even then I was still thirsty, and I was still my throat was still dry. It was horrible. But that's been why I haven't been on YouTube lately, because I've been feeling not myself at all. Um, Now, this is going to be kind of somewhat of a, vlog, I guess. Well, you guys aren't going to be traveling with me because I can't really, bring my laptop outside. But I am planning on getting a camcorder because one, it's good for vlogs, and two, it's good for this kind of stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking about that for Christmas. I feel like my lips aren't matching, the screen. I don't know. I just feel like it. Because, I can see myself blink, so I don't know. And I'm also going to do next video after this of October favorites, because I have some favorite things for October. So yeah, anyways. Okay, so vlog time. Well, so something crazy happened at the beginning of October. Now, I know there's people that are skeptical, uh, you know, whatever. Um, but I believe in it 110% because I've had not one but two, in fact, three experiences happen to me. So that's why I fully and completely believe. Um, you know, my boyfriend's mom's boyfriend. Um, he was skeptical about it. He still kind of is skeptical about it, but he kind of sort of believes it at the same time. He believes it to a degree. Like, he thinks there's only certain things, and then the rest is just ridiculous and above and extreme. Now, I know what people are going to say, you know, Ouija boards are horrible and whatnot, which they are. They were created by the devil. Like, they're just no good. It's bad juju. Um, but I was getting experiences in my room, and it started in March, this year, March, and it was just right after well, 2 months after I moved into my dad's. So I was like, well, I would have noticed anything beforehand. But I kind of like, my mom and I have like a sixth sense, kind of. Like, she told me that that's what I have because she has it. Like, we kind of can tell, you know, have that vibe, I guess, when there's a spirit around. Like, I feel watched, and that's what I felt, from March till, I still sometimes feel it, but not as bad as it was before. Now, people are going to think I'm crazy and talking like this, whatever, but I'm being completely 110% honest. I literally would never touch a freaking Ouija board. That was my first and last time. Like, those things are nut games. But the whole reason leading up to why we did use that was because in March, I had like this little bunny. I should have brought it downstairs. I still have it, but this little bunny that my great grandma's friend Dawn had made us, and it's like a little wooden bunny. It's really cute. So it was on my radio. I always had it on top of my radio, and sometimes like I noticed it kind of moved a little bit, and I just kind of put it off. I was like, whatever, you know, it's probably me, because I was being a little skeptical about it. I'm like, I'm probably scaring myself. It's probably nothing. It's probably just me moving it when I go to my radio, so what, no big deal. But then there was 2 times, separate times, where I came home from the weekend of staying at my boyfriend's. I came home and it was turned, like, I had it facing like this, and it was turned like this. So, like, yeah, I guess that's a good way to explain it. So I was a little freaked out. I was a little spooked a bit, and I was kind of like, okay, there's something here. I know there is, and there's these things happening. Like, before, it was just little tiny moves, and then after that, it was, you know, noticeable. So that I noticed that 2 times. The third time, it really freaked me out because I had set up something, like the corner of my radio at the top. I put a little glow star, like stuck it there. So then, like, in the little, like, you know, the spikes of the star, like, right, like, okay, say the star in here and here. Okay, this part of the star was kind of interlocked with the platform of the bunny that was the platform the bunny was on. So the foot was in it. So I had set it up the way I usually set it up, and then but I just had that glow star, so if it did move, I could tell. And I went downstairs, took a shower, and then came back upstairs, and it was completely turned around, and the star was knocked off, and I was like, oh God, Jesus, like, seriously, this, I just fixed it. Like, there's no explanation for this. So called my mom, freaked out, and she's like, okay, well, maybe the spirit that's there does not like it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna set it up, and if it's moved again, I'll just put it away. But if not, then I'll leave it. Okay, no big deal. But yeah, because of that, it was a Friday that happened, and so then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to my boyfriend's for the weekend. I'll be back Sunday. So came back Sunday. My boyfriend bought me a whiteboard, so I asked my dad to come upstairs with me to bring it so I could go ahead and like try and figure out something so my dad could hold it and whatnot, right? He was gonna help me. So we both go upstairs, and the bunny, okay, the way it's built, the bunny looks like it has a bow by a paper clip, and it's painted. So it's kind of separated from the bottom half and the top half. And what happened was the top half, where the bunny's head, it was ripped off and upside down on my desk, laying against my radio. So that was creepy. And the bottom half, which I knew was the same spirit, I was like, there's no way it would be anything different, because it was moved the way it usually would be when I would notice it was moved. Like, so I was like, okay, whatever it is, it does not like the bunny. So I freaked out. I'm having a panic attack. My dad was like, oh my god, like, yeah, okay, something is here. And my dad was very open-minded, which I was very lucky about that. We called my mom, and then she's like, okay, I'll do a seance, blah, blah, blah. And then it was the next day. So we did it the next day. So it was a Monday that we did it. And went ahead and did the seance. We first went ahead and, well, not seance, Ouija board thing. I guess it's the same thing in a sense. I came home. I was a little nervous with my boyfriend. I'm like telling him, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Like, I do not want to be doing anything like risky. And he's like, it's okay, you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay. So I got home, and just the air itself was intense. Like, you could just feel, like, it was intense in the house. And you know, they were blessing the house and everything, which was my mom and my aunt, because they've done it before, so they know. And they're Wiccan, so they were blessing the house. I had everything there and everything, and then they had this energy light, which I still have on in my room, but it takes away bad energy. I guess it's like a salt rock lamp thing. So anyway, so we go upstairs, we turn off all the lights, we go upstairs, and then I just, like, right before entering my room, it was like a wall of anxiety and almost like fear, and like, it was just tense. It was insane. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I was just like, oh, holy crap. Like, he or she does not like being here. And we found out prior to the whole seance thing that it was the very wonderful man, who I respect completely. He built this house with his own hands. Not only with his hands, but with his friends. And not only just friends. He was a veteran. He served a few years in the war, and him and his war buddies went ahead and built the house. And it's a beautiful house. But his name was Don. So we connected the dots and said, he's connecting with us by using this bunny that was made by a guy named Don, and his name was Don. So he was trying to connect, like, hey, this is me. And the crazy thing was, I completely forgot who made the bunny. Like, I knew who it was, but I didn't know what his name was, until I turned up the bunny upside down, and I seen the sticker that said Don, blah blah, like Don and his last name and whatnot, and I'm like, holy crap, like, could this be? So we found out all that crazy stuff, and that he passed away this year, unfortunately, February 26th, I believe, which is sad, and rest your soul. But it was crazy. It was very, very crazy. And I'm sorry I'm going very long with this, but I figured, you know what, not Christmas, Halloween just passed. I figured maybe it'd be a cool vlog. So went ahead, and yes, I had that experience with, like, that big burst of, like, anxiety and everything else that was, like, crazy. Like, it was like a wall, literally, right before you entered my room, and then it just got cold in my room. And we set up everything, and we did it, and it was Dawn who was there. And then we asked him some questions, and we told him to go to the light. And he left. We also had an experience where we felt him in my closet, and I was unfortunately, but in a sense fortunate, because I was glad that, I was able to have that contact with him. He was right behind me. You felt the cold air because my Aunt Tina, she said, "Dawn, are you in the closet right now?" And he said yes. And I was like, I felt him. He was right there, and I felt honored because, well, one, like, he built this house, this beautiful house that I'm living in. It was even beautiful before my dad redid things, because, he must have been a short man, because the arches for the doorways, they were way too low for my dad, or even almost for me, because my dad's tall, so he had to fix it. He had to do a few things here and there, because the lady that did live here really messed it up. But not only that, but he was a veteran, or, well, not a veteran, well, yeah, a veteran, I guess, yeah. He served in the war, so I was really, really, happy at that moment. I'm like, wow, that was, a really cool experience. But that wasn't the only thing that really hit me. What hit me is when we asked if there was anybody else that wanted to contact us through this Ouija board. And my grandma, I'm probably going to get emotional here, but my grandma Marcia, she passed away 3 years, October 14th, this year, and she contacted us, and I was really happy, but as soon as that happened, me and my sister, we just started bawling our eyes out. We were like, holy crap, that means a lot, right? The thing with me is that I'm still not over it. My grandma was everything to me. She was my idol. She was my inspiration in life, and she still is. But it was just wow, I hadn't seen or talked to you or felt your presence in 3 years, and my makeup is running, that's great. In 3 years, and now this happens, and it was a week before her 3-year anniversary. And we asked her if he was safe, if Dawn was a safe presence to be around, and she said yes. And then we asked her if there's anything, or asked her if she was looking over me, and the thing is that my Aunt Tina, she was like, "Are you looking over Susie?" And she said yes. And I felt blessed, because she's not my biological grandma, but she still chose to look over me. I mean, she's looking over everybody, but I mean, she included me in there, and I was really, really, really happy. Even though there was so much crying going on. And then we asked her if there was anything final she'd like to say to us, and she tried spelling out, "I love you." And we were like, "I love you too." And we were crying, and it was just horribly hard for me, because it's still a little hard. It's still fresh to me, because it's it almost opened up the wounds again for me. But yeah, so long story short, which it was a pretty damn long story, it was almost 20 minutes of me talking, that's what happened. And then everything, ever since then, everything's been fine, nothing's been moved. It's been great. And we did a cleansing circle and closing circle. They closed it properly and cleansed us, so if any entity was to try to attach themselves to us, it was cleansed off. So nothing evil could get in this house now after that cleansing ceremony. So it was good. But anyways, I'll finish up my vlog by saying that's probably another reason why I haven't been on YouTube, which is because I've been emotionally kind of strained a bit this month. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to do another video in about 2 seconds, so I will see you guys soon, and thank you for listening to my vlog. Bye guys.